Hi Leo Seeker, welcome to my sky. If you're new, this is the Existential Shift and my name is Morgane. Boy oh boy, aren't these times intense? Leo. Beautiful Leo Seekers. If you haven't joined my Patreon yet, check it out. Monthly membership, you get to stream unlimited all my Vimeo extended Karmic Shift, lunar love readings, daily rune messages. Love to have you join. Of course, it's more cost effective, but everything is still available on Vimeo. And Tarot MasterClass is 13% off because I know many of you are at home now, wanting to learn something maybe. Well, if you wanted to learn tarot, everything is in the description box. First card, 10 of Wands. Oh. So even if you're not working, and you may be working hard, and there's so much to do and handle and resolve, and you don't know which one to start with. I just did Scorpio. I will tell you what I told them. Choose one thing. One thing becomes infinity. Because when it gets resolved, it's a relief and it gives you more energy to do the next one thing. So just one thing, not all at once. But you still walk. Maybe you ought to be resting. Maybe you wouldn't rest so far, and now the circumstances are practically forcing you to rest. All ought to listen right now to the energy, to where the wind blows. We start with fire, Amazons, Australia. Now we move into air, virus. This will all come to pass. It's not just a shift on a global level, it's inevitably a shift on a personal level. This affects you. I'm soaking up some vitamin D. And hopefully can energetically transfer it to you as well. What else for Leo Seekers? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cross Watchers, intuitively guided. At these times, basically everyone. I will induce spiritual guidance as I always do into all the videos. And I hope this helps you. Show me more, please, for Leo. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Scorpio just had it too. Maybe you have something in common with the Scorpio reading. But the burdens are about to be dropped. If you won't drop them, they will just fall themselves because they don't want to be held by you. The burdens, I mean. You're like, what? The burdens. The burdens don't want to be held by you. It's a good thing. You know what it means? It means you've raised your frequency high enough to a level where it doesn't match your burdens. Where you physically can't hold on to them anymore because it's just impossible. But you don't see it, right? You don't see it as, I raised my frequency. Yeah, you did. You've been going within for a while because you didn't have a choice, apparently. And you've been transmuting and integrating, doing the work. Give yourself some credit for it. Strength isn't holding on to the burdens of the world. Strength is releasing them. Because the world doesn't want to be burdened. I don't know when we started lying to ourselves in that way. But maybe it's one of those things that are also going to break down those notions that only hard work pays off. Smart work pays off. You see me shuffle the cards. Scorpio also had this 9 of Wands. Well, you're going from the 10 of Wands to the 9 of Wands. So one burden is inevitably being dropped because you're forced by the government to not do what you're used to doing. But you're still into holding on to all the rest. Leo, I don't want to yell at you. I respect you too much, and I'm also kind of scared that you'll hate me. So, I'm going to say it calmly. Let go. Good. 5 of Cups in the reverse. It's like some of you want to be sad about what's going on, but certain weights are being lifted off your shoulders and you're starting to feel lighter, but psychologically you're judging yourself for it. And you think, I should keep feeling, because what about next month? And what about this? And what about it? What about? But if you're feeling lighter, Leo, it's a good thing. Let yourself. Tipping closer to the cards in case the wind blows them off. This is worth the technical difficulty. The sun is worth it. You're worth it. Whatever it is that is coming up that you think you're not worthy of, you are. Accept. Don't be too proud to accept the good thing. I don't know what it is. I feel like it's almost channeled. Come back to this reading a few weeks from now if you don't resonate with it yet. Six of Swords. So you understand the need of serenity and you're giving it to yourself, and maybe you're spending time with family, maybe you're going away somewhere, maybe it's just the forced break that you have, you know, when you're just at home. Could be that. But as I'm talking, I feel like there's heaviness on the heart that is also being, where you're just surrendering to something, Leo. There's no better time than now to surrender. And I'm not saying like, I don't mean like the philosophical now. I mean like literally time frame now. Ten of Swords. Wow, Leo. This period is going to do you so good because you will just literally be forced to rest. Yes, even more. If you've already rested, then yes, even more. And if not, then obviously. I have 10 of Wands in the beginning of the road, 10 of Swords at the end of the road. Something is truly finalized. This looks very much like the sky I'm looking at now. If I'll turn the camera around, you won't see it so well because you'll be blinded by the sun. trick to have power, and you need to be cautious with it. Look towards the sun, but with the cap and halfway eyelids open, not completely open. And don't look directly at the sun. And blink a lot, and let the sun rays come through your eyelashes. Again, do not directly look at the sun, just the direction, but halfway closed and looking either straight or below. Or just having the sun rays on your eyelashes. Doing it for a while. The minute you feel pain, it means you're doing it wrong or too much. Stop. Don't hurt your eyes. Okay? Be very discerning with this message and this guidance. But if you do it well, it can fill you up with a lot of energy. You don't have to go outside. You can do it from your window. You don't have to do it today. You can just enjoy it as a theoretical idea. Show me more for Leo. Okay. Ooh. 3 of Cups and 7 of Swords. Boom. Okay. 2 narratives. One, someone has been entertaining, and this is where we're becoming super mundane. Someone has been entertaining several options, and now they're overwhelmed by it and don't have energy for it, so they're just tiptoeing out of all of them. Another note, you just don't have the energy to socialize. Even if you're at home with your family members, you're just trying to find, you know, a corner of quiet, of peace of mind. Being isolated even more than the isolation. And this could be more towards into the month of April. Show me more for Leo. Bottom of the deck. Dun, dun, dun. Resurrection. Show me more for Leo. April. Okay, Leo. We need to talk. Ace of Wands, 8 of Cups, King of Wands in the reverse. Okay, some of you are going through something really emotionally challenging where you don't want to keep doing what it is that you were doing, but you're also not sure that you want to start doing something new, and if so, then what? I feel like this is a good time to go into yourself. Not necessarily with the goal of finding your answers, as much as just being there. This does not mean to completely socially isolate. You can still speak to people. You can still interact, connect. It's important even. Sorry. Helicopter. Hello. But spiritually, your state of mind, to also have a part of it really, really quiet and inner, that doesn't push itself. This is not a time to push yourself, to force yourself to be strong, to do something, This is a time to simply be. The cards could not be more clear, and I think you're feeling it if you're resonating with this, especially. And I'm also picking up, it doesn't have to be the smartest thing or the best thing. You can just say what you feel or say what you want, or just let it be whatever it is. I feel like some of you are holding like a lot of expectations of yourselves at this time. Show me more. And the devil. Okay. I'm gonna say it. Some of you are realizing your own narcissistic tendencies. Let me take a sip of my tea. You still here, Leo? We all have narcissistic and empathic tendencies. It's all a matter of quantity. Watch my 13th element. A narcissist is an empath who had enough. A triggering truth. Empath versus narcissist. It's also on my 13th element. It helps a lot to understand that dynamic from the point of view that I'm giving. And to put that aside, and maybe it's also connected, but doesn't have to be, there's the element of extreme expectations of yourself to either succeed or be the best or impress. It might be from a father figure that is demanding. It might be from your own self. But that tendency is forced to dwindle down. Like circumstances now are literally just having that tendency of yours die in a way. But something about you wants to hold on to a known sense of self because of these unknown times. So you try to do the things that you always did. For example, don't think I need to say more. It doesn't have to be dating multiple people and playing people. It could also be anything of vice and excess. It could be being a workaholic that is addicted to making money and status. It could be alcohol. I have several cups here, although I'm not getting it here, but it can very much so be sex. If this isn't you, Leo, this could be someone you're dealing with. If it's someone you're dealing with, let them be. Let them make their realizations. Don't push. If there's a Capricorn in your life that feeds into these characteristics of yours, or is those characteristics of yours, I would say interact with caution and awareness. This need of someone, either you or in your life, to prove itself or themselves comes from a bruise, an insecurity. And once you realize how beautiful you are, you won't have that need to get that validation through other people. The more you have, the more you have to lose, kind of thing. makes you be very guarded, afraid to lose, and it's so emotionally draining. You just need a break of all of that, Leo. But when I say a break, I don't mean numbing your mind through escapism. I mean rest. For you feminines out there, if you're going through a hard time and then a narcissistic past, someone that was toxic, that your interaction was toxic, it's never one-sided. If someone is toxic in our life, we feed into that somehow. So if you find yourself in a challenging time or even exhausted, and someone from the past with those characteristics of what I just described is returning, I would think twice if to allow this narrative to continue. Bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, and 9 of Cups. So the best version of yourself is waiting for you to discover it by being quiet enough to hear that it's already you. And from there, your instincts will just go into gear and start making your dreams come true. And if you're specifically the feminine possibility, that with the toxic masculinity, say no once, and this yummy of a king will come in. Really fast. I have 2 8s, 2 9, 2 10s. Major life cycle is ending. Put the stamp on it. It doesn't have to be a feminine that a toxic masculine is returning. It can be a masculine with a toxic feminine that is returning. There is 2 sides to a Capricorn. There is the kind that builds worlds, and there's the kind that wants to control worlds. Both do similar work to get there, but the intent is different, so the result is different. I will continue this in the extended link below. Below in the description box, you can also find a link to Tarot MasterClass, 13% off, and to Karmic Shift and Liberation, but that is also available on Patreon. And I love you guys very, very much, and I will see you in a second year extended, and I hope you're doing well, and let me know how you feel. And watch Pisces for April to learn about my beautiful grandfather, Max, who passed away last week. It's called The Magician of Casablanca. Subscribe if you're new.